We are sitting here today with gospel greats Trin-i-tee 5-7. They got a brand new Christmas album out that you are going to definitely want to stock your stuffings with this year. You know, Christmas is a time, girls, where we celebrate and we cook certain foods and we have good times together. Family gets together. But for a lot of people, realistically, Christmas can bring back maybe some tragic memories, the loss of a loved one, just being away from family. Somebody might be serving in the military. Chanel, we'll start with you. How have you dealt with maybe some of those gray moments around Christmas time when it should have been really joyous, but you felt a little bit down? How did you deal with it personally?
Well, I'm glad you asked that question because a lot of people need to know that it doesn't matter your status in life or your career or if you're popular or not. We struggle with the same things.
Right.
And around Christmas time, I mean, being from New Orleans, we experienced the loss, great loss through Hurricane Katrina.
Wow.
So it changed your entire perspective.
Yeah.
Christmas is different. A lot of everybody used to be at home.
Right.
But now my family is just all over the country.
Wow.
Because, people, it's hard to get back home sometimes. They have jobs now, but that keep them away. Even my childhood home, we had to rebuild that from scratch.
Wow.
And so while it's my home, it's different because it's a renovated house. It's not the childhood memory house. You know what I mean? But one thing that I really love is that my parents, we had 7 feet of water in our house.
Wow.
So, everything was annihilated. But when we went home, my parents always kept the mistletoe in the doorway.
Wow.
And so every time you come through our house, the kids, we don't kiss random people, but we, because we get, all kind of people come to our home, but as my brothers and my sisters, we get to eat, it's like, there's the mistletoe. And so it's kind of like Christmas all the time because we kept the mistletoe. It survived the storm, so we still have it.
Fantastic. And so you see Mom and Daddy kissing.
Mm-hmm. Right? I saw Mommy kissing Santa Claus.
Adrian, what about you? I mean, you're from the West Coast.
Yeah.
But what about, have there been times where during Christmas maybe you felt happy, but you may have felt down? And what words of encouragement do you give the viewing audience today?
I can actually say, certainly our family is a very giving family, so surprising people and families in need has always been great joy. We grew up having to work together, but I can honestly say this Christmas season was challenging. We just recently had 5 deaths.
Wow.
And I had to think about it because they were like back to back. I'm just one a few days ago.
Wow.
And those are services that are happened, and to see loved ones, leave, and to see loved ones who were part of that generation watch their loved ones go, to watch my mother's heart be broken, saying goodbye to people. So I know what that feels like, and what it did for me is caused me to stay in that place of great appreciation, realizing that everything's for a season, and what can I do to make this even more joyful. So I, made it so my mom didn't have to go anywhere for Thanksgiving. I put her on a trip, no cooking, just whatever she wanted. I made the arrangements.
To help her heal.
And enjoy life is for the living, and I understand that. And for us to create more family memories while we're still here, and keep those treasures going.
Wow.
And for Christmas, I'll be doing the same. I'm surprising her again because that time together is warm, it's lovely, it's being able to say, I care about you.
Hopefully she's not watching right now.
But just investing in family time and setting aside and creating an experience that we all will treasure.
Yeah. Angel, what about you?
Well, for me, I've been fortunate enough that I haven't, lost anyone. So around Christmas time, it's really a time where I just appreciate. I appreciate having my family, and I appreciate the people who love me, while at the same time being aware that everybody, this isn't a happy time for everybody.
Right.
So you have compassion, and it does make you relish this time and really appreciate it, because you don't know how long you'll have those people. So it's one of those times for me where I just appreciate, because you never know.
Right. Well, people will always say that the adage during the season, at least in churches we do, the reason for the season. The reason for the season. And so, what do you guys, while people get caught up in a lot of the commercialism and the materialism of Christmas and running for the Black Fridays and everything else, What do you guys see as far as the season for giving and giving back to the community? Has it been a part of Trinity 5-7?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Good.
Last Christmas, we produced our own concert in New Orleans East, where we had partnered with the community there, and it was $12 plus a canned good, and then we had second harvesters come and collect those canned goods from the congregation, or the audience, I should say, and keep in mind, it's just desolate out there. We didn't really know who all was going to come, to be honest with you.
Right.
You know, there were other concerts in the city, Aaron Neville, and I just remember thinking, like, wow, should we really, like, there's nothing around here. And I just got a piece that, no, we should be, and that place was packed.
Really?
People came, they brought canned goods.
Wow.
You know, we had community people from coming in house and from come and be our VIP.
Wow.
To say thank you for the work they do with people.
Fantastic.
And to see those spirits lifted. We got requests to do it again out there, to see that, and to see that you can come together and be light and be joy and be love. That's what Christ is for us. And you have to always remember that things are an extension of things you want to give, but the true meaning you really get is love and being wanted and being warm and knowing that you're not in this world alone. That is priceless.
I was just home for Thanksgiving.
Sure.
And I saw I had to squeeze in time for to go and see my grandma, because she's kind of far away, and I said, okay, whatever. I just had to stop and get out there, because if I left town,
right,
and she knew I was there and I didn't come over there, that's a whole other story.
That's a whole other interview.
I got to her, and you know what? All I did, I got in the bed with her and just cuddled.
Wow.
That just felt so good. You know, my grandma was 87.
Right.
And so to have her in her right mind and just to cuddle with her and get all her sweet kisses, and we talked about life and how proud of me she is.
Right.
And that's what define us.
Yeah.
It's those moments of love, and that's how we can get on stage and continue to go and continue to do what we do, because it's what's fulfilling.
Wow, that's beautiful. What about you, Angel, during the holiday season? Is like in terms of just the spirit of giving and wanting to imitate God's love and what He gave. Anything special for you?
I think just being more open and more generous, even just going to the grocery store, the one that I go to at home, there's always the same guy outside, and I just kind of feel like giving him something, whereas sometimes you kind of walk by people because you see them every day, and you're not really open and you're not really thinking. I zone out sometimes. But yeah, during this season, I kind of do. I wake up and I'm like, hey, he probably does need something.
Wow.
And you don't really know what a person's needs are. So yeah, I think everybody's kind of more open to everyone else's needs, and how are you feeling, and
Yeah.
I think so.
The thing is, during the Christmas season, whether it's Thanksgiving or the holiday, the Christmas season, families sometimes look forward to getting together, and sometimes family members are kind of, they're kind of separated, and families and relationships are broken. During our next segment here at Straight Talk, we're going to talk to Trinity 5-7. They've been together for 10, 11...
12.
Going on 12.
12 years.
12 years. They have remained together with great success, and you could see today with great love one for another. But we're going to share with our viewing audience, today, what kept them together and how it could keep you together during this holiday season. You're going to definitely want to come back right here to Straight Talk.